Hey folks, it's Owen here again with Battle Report number 4 from Trollslayer. First of all, my apologies, it has taken me a bit of time to get this done. I've been very busy with moving house, well, starting to move house and work and all sorts of stuff, and Macho Hammer that was on a few weeks ago. So we're just getting cracking on here for games 4 and 5, so here is game 4. So game 4 was Watchtower, and I got myself another Dark Elf army who was Malcolm Cooney. And same again, 2200 points. So Malcolm got the Watchtower and popped a couple of Witch Elves in there, so I deployed as such. I have 2 Eagles here on the left, I have 5 Reavers with bows there in the centre, and another 5 right beside them with bows as well. And then it's pretty linear setup here for me, but yeah. So main Phoenix Guard unit there in the centre with my two guys, my Prince, my Archmage, the big Spearman unit with the Noble BSB in there, 11 Sisters, bolt thrower archers, and a bolt thrower on the hill. And the Dark Elf setup is like this. Big unit of Dark Riders in the centre who have got 4 guys plus an attached guy on a Pegasus you'll see there. Now he's actually on the other slide, so we'll forget about that. But he's got 13 Dark Riders with shields, full commands, which is tough enough as it is. They've also got the 3 Masters and a Dreadlord who are going to be tough, as you can see here. And then the right hand side he's got 10 Doomfire Warlocks who've got a Supreme Sorceress on level 4 Beasts. So it's a lot of movement, a lot of running, and a lot of vanguarding. So this is going to be quite a quick army across the board. He's also got 4 bolt throwers, one of which you can see here on the right hand side, and one I've actually forgotten to mark, which is just above the Pegasus guy there. And then he has 17 Witch Elves who are in the building, who've got the Eternal Banner of Flame, which means that they'll be actually, I only found this out in the game. They get to reroll their missed hits. Is it missed hits or missed wounds? Missed wounds, actually, in the building, which is pretty cool. So, there you go. And then popping over to the other left-hand side. Oh, there's the bolt thrower. I did mark it from the last one. There you go, bolt thrower. So you got 3 bolt throwers there in a nice line. 5 Dark Riders there on the left with bows and shields. And then there's the Master who has attached himself to that unit at the start. And he's got quite the loadout. So I don't like him. So moving on to the vanguards, and I vanguard one of my horseman unit on the left hand side. I actually left the other one where it is because he couldn't vanguard that far due to the guys being in the building, nuisance or what. So they pretty much stay where they are. Also his Dark Riders move up just behind that building as well, which is a good place to put them. So high first turn. I moved my Eagle up. I think I probably moved a little bit too aggressively, but I mean it's the first game of the day and I might as well do something because I was getting pretty bored of sitting back. So 3 units of guys fly up there, getting ready to shoot some shots on those, and probably get killed by bolt throwers, but sure, so what. And then the right hand side, well, right-ish hand side, Eagle moves across just to get behind these lads in case the cavalry guys come close. He can hop out and maybe redirect a little bit. Move the Phoenix Guard up nice and close to that building because that's exactly where they're going to go. We need to get rid of those Witch Elves, and the building is 1,000 points if you capture it, which is a serious amount of points. So objective 1, take the building. Objective 2, survive. Really, you know, I mean the Phoenix Guard won't die, so who cares? Everything else then just moves forward so we can get shots on those Doomfire Warlocks who are pretty nasty. So High Elf Magic Fates and Fiery Convocation gets fired off on these guys, and it actually gets off. Now, for the life of me, I can't remember why he didn't use the spell scroll. I think he just completely forgot about the spell scroll, to be honest. Rolled and missed out. Now, I didn't kill many people. I got a couple of wounds off the characters actually, and the other guys passed their saves because we got feck all hits really. But it's on, and you know it's going to be a nuisance. Plus, I'm pretty sure that he'll try and dispel it over the next couple of turns, which will mean that I can do it on the Witch Elves, and they're the ones I want to get rid of. I don't really want to go into combat with them because they've got loads and loads of attacks. So yeah, hopefully this will work out alright. Shooting then, and we get rid of 5 Doomfire Warlocks, which is fucking deadly. Hate those fuckers. So good stuff out of my lads, and I'm delighted that they're dead. On the left hand side, not so hot from the guys over here. 10 shots equals 1 dead Doom, or 1 dead Rider. The 4+ save is a killer, really. I think we hit them all, plus an extra 2. We hit and wounded very, very well. Very lucky, but his saves were fantastic. So only 1 dead, not so hot. So Dark Elf turn 1, and the Dark Riders move over to the left hand side there, just so they can get some shots. And yeah, more than likely we're going to lose a couple of guys here because there's bow throwers there too. But that's fine. They're cheap. We want 1,000 points for the tower. My other riders over there, Aurelian Reavers are not there anymore, and you will see why in a few minutes. Rest of the Dark Elves then. So yeah, you have a little arrow here, a little red one with the Pegasus guy. He charges out the unit at my Aurelian Reavers, who obviously flee. So they're gone, and I'm not too sure. I think he rolled crap and he just moved over. Yeah, as far as I know, that's what happened anyway. So that's grand. And then his main unit moves all the way down there and getting ready to charge into one of my guys. Probably a bunker or something like that, just to get rid of them. But I mean, with all the characters in there, it's going to be very, very hard to kill anybody. More charges over here, and because I had whittled the unit down by so many, he was actually able to get a charge in and charge into my bow thrower. So mistakes. Well, I mean, I suppose I can't really call it a mistake for me because I didn't really think that if I killed too many it would be a pain in my hole, but unfortunately it is. Well done to Malcolm for seeing it and going in for the charge, because it's a good one to do. Magic Phase then, he gets Impenetrable Pelt on his lovely little wizard, so he won't be getting attacked at all. Over here then, and we only lose 1 Reaver, which is great stuff. But unfortunately the ball throwers get rid of the rest. And my eagle, you know what, I think that eagle, he fled because the unit was destroyed. And the Reavers there had fled from the weird Pegasus guys, so that's why they're over there. So yeah, there we go. We're all back in business. Combat then, and of course my guys are dead, and then I think he reforms in the next one. He does indeed, very nice. So Malcolm reforms, and actually, you know what, he overran, and because he was able to touch the corner, he closed the door then on the left hand side. I'm not sure if that was right, but you know what, it looked right to me, and I think Malcolm knows the rules a bit better. So I just said, yeah, that's grand, off we go. And to be honest, it's not too bad. I mean, yeah, they'll go through them in a turn or two, but they're still they'll be steadfast, and we'll get the leadership role, so we're alright. So, high up turn 2. Eagle moves across again, just to move across really, and just trying to not get shot by a ball thrower, so I hope he doesn't get that. I decided not to bother going into the Witch Elves. Yeah, I'm going to leave that for another couple of turns and just continue firing a bit of magic off. I think it might be the best idea, but we shall see. I moved in the Bunker Spearman up to give him something else to charge, really. I think he's going to charge the Spearman anyway, because the Phoenix Guard will have him there all fucking day. But I prefer if he did charge the Spearman, because then the Phoenix Guard can go in the building. Building's more important than most of these units. As long as I keep 1 or 2 units alive and get to building, I'm grand. Then we have the Sisters, who just move around a little bit as well, because they're going to take some shots on those Dark Riders. Unfortunately, I didn't foresee this happen. I rolled 2 dice of Dry Magic to get rid of Pan's Pelt, just to get a bit of ward save, really, and to cast a quick spell. Maybe he would have tried to spell it. I get a double 6, which isn't great. And because of it, I lose 2 of my guys, which actually isn't that bad. When you're in the Phoenix Guard, the only thing you're really worried about is, I think, losing levels. Because the 4+ save, well, 3+ save after that. I mean, you can explode all you want, it doesn't fucking matter, really. And the likelihood of you going down a hole is fairly unlikely. So, I mean, any explosion, it doesn't really matter. You're grand. So, yeah, we're just unlucky to lose 2 guys. Then I get another spell off, Arcane of Forging. I don't remember for the life of me what I unforged, but I unforged something, and I took a wound off them as well, because these guys are all, I think, 1+. So it's a good spell to have, and unfortunately I can only cast it once per bloody phase. So over here, we killed the Dark Riders. I'm not sure how. I think it was a bolt thrower, but they're dead anyway, so that's great. And then over here, Fiery Convocation wipes out the unit, and now I remember what the hell happened in that Arcane of Fortune. We got rid of the Ring of Hotek, which was giving them MR3 saves, which means that now they're toast. 5+, he failed loads of them, and they're all gone, which is fantastic. They're all gone. This is great. Now, I thought there was something to do with a champion getting hit or not, and he could have put it off on somebody else. But what happened is he elected to give it to him, which means that now that the unit is gone, technically, the spell is gone, which means I get to cast it again now on the next turn or two, which is fantastic stuff. And then onto the combat phase, I lose 3 of my archers, boo-hoo, and I think we actually killed Doomfire Warlock, and I forgot to put a little explosion in there, which is brilliant stuff. And of course we're steadfast because we got ranks, so we're good to go. So Dark Elf turn 2, and they the character bus, well, the character mini avalanche, mini camper van, there we go. They fly into the front of my spearman, fine. Spearman will be probably there for the next 3 turns, so what? And then the Pegasus guy flies over in front of my unit to stop me from going into that building. That's a good one by Malcolm. Good stuff out of him, because I really want that building. And the game was going quite slow at this stage, so I had feared we'd only get about 4 or 5 turns, so I really need to get that building quick. Magic phase, and I just did a dual one here because you got 2 spells off. So Wild Form and Pan's Pelt on your one, so that mage is ultra slick. She wasn't actually in combat anyway, so I don't see why it would be cast. But why not cast a spell? Why not? So these guys are probably going to kill a lot more of mine. My guys who had rallied are now dead because the Boltor annihilated them. And another Boltor turns its fury on the Sisters of Averlorn, who are going to be in all sorts of trouble. As a side note to myself, I must paint the rest of these guys because they're wonderful models. But yeah, not so hot. So, unfortunately, my unit got killed. What happened is that we lost a good few guys. Didn't do any wounds in return because they're toughness 4, boo. And I failed my steadfast, and off they ran. He caught me and ran off. So that's actually not too bad. I know I've lost a fair bit of spearmen there, but now we get a turn of shooting and maybe kill a couple more. More combat here now, and these guys are bloody tough. They've actually killed 2 ranks and they've taken away 3 ranks. So that's not great. We did get a wound on one of them, but actually no, that wound is actually on my BSB. So yeah, I don't think we wounded them at all. But sure, they've 1+ saves, and it's unreal. But yeah, so good stuff. So High Elf turn 3, and I didn't do a little arrow with my eagle, but I flew him up there into the wood. Took a chance on a dangerous terrain. I just want to get him up there. Maybe he can charge into Bolt Thrower or something, get rid of one, because they're wrecking my head at this stage. As you can see at the bottom there, the Sisters of Avalorn took a few more hits from Bolt Throwers, and there's only 3 left. So what I did was I just turn. I didn't actually turn. I just walked backwards because there's no musician, so you can't fucking reform, which is a pain in the hole. But yeah, so moved them backwards and no other movement. Once again, magic phase, fiery convocation. Now this goes off on the witch elves in the building, and it's absolutely devastating. And it's double 6, so we're laughing. Brilliant stuff. And that's what you can see. There's 1 left. We hit. Sure, we hit everybody. We wounded all but 2, and then Malcolm says you have to reroll those. And I went, what the hell? What do you mean reroll? I thought I had to reroll all the dice. And he said, no, you reroll the ones you missed because it's a building. So the ones you didn't wound, you can reroll. So I rolled them and I rolled an extra 1, so there's only 1 left. So they're gone pretty much, and the building is there for the taking. And the resulting miscast is another 7, and I lose a couple more guys. You know what? I don't think it was a 7. I think it was an explosion. I think it was 5 or 6. Lost 3 guys. He took a wound on his guy as well because he failed. That's exactly what I think it was. So there we go. Over here we shoot with the bolt thrower and we get rid of 2 more Doomfire Warlocks. So not bad. Things are going alright. Over here things did not go so alright. What happens is he chops the crap out of me, kills my BSB, and things are not looking very good at all. We still have a rank, so we're still steadfast, and we're on the general's leadership of 9, but only 1 more turn of chopping for these guys, and then they're toast. So Dark Elves turn 3. Witchy and her Warlock friends fly across over here to get themselves out of range of everything and get themselves a nice charge up on top of my bolt thrower probably next turn. He also dispels Fiery Convocation just to make sure his Witch Elf doesn't die, because as soon as she's still in there, I can't get any points. And then the last of the the other guys were killed. One Sister of Avalon is alive and she flees, so off she goes. Then into combat, and all our guys are dead. We got absolutely wiped out because these 4 characters are fucking lethal. Absolutely lethal. So good job. High Elf turn 4 then, and the sister has run away because she's bricking being on her own, being shot by loads of bolt throwers. And then I decide I have to do fucking something because I can't get into combat and I can't lose this. I can't lose this building. I need it. So my lord charges into the building. Only thing I can do. Other unit can't do anything, and I don't really care. I mean, so what? They're not going to get killed, and they're not going to do fuck all. So off we go into the building. No magic really happens, but we do destroy the Witch Elf, and that's all that I fucking care about. So I have the building now, and hopefully I can keep hold of it with my character. Dark Elf turn 4, and yeah, as I thought, these guys charge into the bolt thrower because it's a nice handy kill for them, and that's grand. Off you go. So straight to the Dark Elf shooting phase, and this is where things get very hairy for me. Now what I think should have happened is you should have charged in with maybe a Master or a Dreadlord if he can make it in, and then kill me in close combat, because I think he probably would have, as I've only a 5-up save. I'm quite tough, so I might have been able to kill him, but only a 5-up save and a bit, maybe I think it's a 4+ or 3+ armor save. Anyway, so it doesn't bother to do that. To next to shoot. So 2 bolt throwers are at BS3. Oh, sorry, they're hitting me on 3s, and 2 of them are hitting me on 4s. So rolls of 2 of them hit me on 3s. Grand, they hit me. Rolls to wound. 1 fails to wound, 1 wounds me. I fail to save. 1 wound. Oh god. 2 more. Roll to hit. They both fail to hit. I'm alive. It's fucking incredible. If another one had hit me and probably taken 2 wounds, I'd be dead and gone. So I'm very lucky to survive, but I'm delighted I charged the building because it was a nice aggressive move and it worked out very well. And as far as I know, that is the end of the game. I obviously don't know the end of the game myself because there's 1 more here, there's combat. And yeah, they just kill my bolt thrower and that's the end of that. And that is finally the end of the combat and the end of the game. Yeah, it was a good game. It was a touch short because we were a bit long in setting up. But what are you going to do? It took us a bit of time, and you know we still got 4 turns done. And it was a fun game. It was quite a tactical little game as well, and I enjoyed it very much. The score was at the end of it. There we go, tap tap. A 15-5 win to me because 1, I had the building for 1,000 points, and 2, Malcolm's list is, I think it's a 6.9 and mine's an 11, so I get a lot of points there too. He killed quite a lot of my stuff. I didn't kill quite that many of his stuff because of all the lords and masters and whatever the fuck else he had. A lot of bolt throwers didn't die either, so I didn't kill that much, but I got a lot of points with the tower and with Swedish. So it worked out quite well for me in the end. And you know what? It was a pretty cool little game, so I enjoyed that. Now, I want to get this up today, and I want to get the other one recorded as well, so I can finish these off, because I'm not going to be around for the next month or so playing games. Maybe 2, because of moves and all that sort of stuff. So I want to crack this on and get this going. So thanks for watching, and hopefully you watch the next one in a few minutes when it's up.